Right then guys, good morning, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping safe and well. Don't forget, if you have not already, hit that subscribe button, tap the little bell and give this video a thumbs up. So I had a bit of an accident the other day involving the Gator door. The door got in a fight with a gate, the gate swung back, hit the door, broke the strut off, but luckily didn't break the glass. The door is fine, but the problem is because it didn't have the strut on it to hold it back, the next day it got caught in the wind and bent this hinge here, the bottom hinge. So the door doesn't line up now, so we've got to get that hinge bent back and put the door back on. Obviously in the summer, we do actually take the doors off sometimes when it's really warm. You know, they are quite quick and easy to take off, but yeah, had a bit of an accident, and I will own up to that one. It's normally Dad that has the little accidents, but yeah, I'll own up to that one. Got a big job on then, haven't we, Dad?
It's a very, very big job.
Yeah, shed repair, big one.
Big shed repair. I don't know how long we'll be on it. Days, I'd say. Look at it.
I know, we've got to put a bit of Yorkshire boarding back on there, haven't we?
Yeah, no, it's quite a massive task.
I know, it's going to take all afternoon, Dad.
It will, actually, yeah. You better bring me refreshments later on.
I'll bring you tea and coffee.
Maybe a sofa to lie down.
Well, so you can take a break between nails.
Between nails. Right, do this here on this, make it easier up there, won't it?
Gotta hit it straight, Dad. Do you want me to bring you down a bit?
That's fine.
Right, I'll let you down, Dad, because you probably want to have a sit down now, don't you?
I do.
Have a bit of a nap.
I'm exhausted, to be honest.
Just come up to one of our smaller grass fields where I've got a couple of sheep. Just come to check they're all right. So this is a little 1 acre field that I put some sheep on in the spring and the summer. I'm actually going to bring my boys up here. I've only got a couple of sheep, a couple of ewes up here at the moment, but I don't have a lot of sheep on the farm at the moment because I have sold a big chunk of my flock. For those of you who've been watching my channel for a while, you'll probably remember last summer I was talking about maybe changing the breed of sheep that I've got and maybe sort of experimenting a little bit. The plan was later in the summer or later in the year to bring, you know, sell my ewes and bring in some fresh blood. But the sheep trade at the moment is just so strong. I took some cull ewes in last week and some the week before, and they made really good money. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to sell some ewes with lambs at foot now while the price is good. Now, because the price is good, it's great for selling, not so great for buying. So we'll see what happens, you know, a bit later in the year for buying in some more ewes. But if I'm honest, I might take a year out and not have any more sheep until next year. I'm starting to take on more responsibility now on the arable side of the farm. Dad wants to do less, so you know, it's a bit of brain space needed for everything. And the sheep has always been a little something on the side for me, like a little project, and it's made money. It's been really good. It's really good fun. I'm definitely not packing it in completely. I love working with sheep, but I might just take a year out because we've got some big things coming up on the farm, and I really want to make sure I'm sort of focused on those. So yeah, that's sort of where I am now. A bit of a sheep update for you. Well, the grass is picking up a little bit. We had a bit of rain this week, fair bit, and it's definitely picked up. Things are greening up a bit more now, which is good because I want to make some hay this year. It will be my first time. I know. What are you thinking? Nick, you're a farmer. You've never made hay before? No, I've never made hay before. I will explain in a minute. I'm just going to go and have a look at some of our other fields. Well, there's definitely more grass in this field and some rubbish as well. Hate seeing that. Yeah, it's definitely picked up after that rain. I've had a nice bit over the last week or so. So hey. Yeah, let me explain a little bit about the hay on the farm then. So back when my granddad was still around and he used to run a lot of sheep, we obviously made our own hay in-house. We had all the kit to do so, but we are talking sort of back in the 80s and the 90s here. So we haven't actually made hay in-house on the farm for a long time now. So when my granddad passed away, Dad sold off all the sheep, and since that point we've let someone else come in and take hay, you know, take a cut of hay off the grass. So that was up until a few years ago, and then I introduced stock back into the farm, and we realised, well, hang on, we need some forage for the sheep, so we need to be making hay. But what we did is we ended up using contractors, so we'd be bringing people in every year to cut the hay and bale the hay, and it, you know, just got very expensive. We've only got sort of 40 or 50 acres of grass here at home, and it was just getting a little bit too expensive. Obviously, for the amount of sheep I had, we definitely made enough hay, and all the surplus was sold off. So we've decided, for our small amount of grass, moving forward, we're going to try and do a bit more in-house. So that brings me to what I was saying a second ago, how I've never made hay, because I was down here when all the sheep got sold and all the hay equipment as well. So yeah, I'm going to try and make some hay this year. It'll be my first time ever, but it'll be a good laugh. We'll see how we get on. I mean, Dad's got the experience and he'll definitely advise me, put me in the right direction, but I don't think he wants to get too involved. So it's sort of my thing. I think that's the thing. I mean, a few years ago when I bought the sheep, it was, you know, we've got this grass. Dad was like, Nick, what do you want to do with it? I said, well, let's just get some sheep. I always wanted to work with stock, so let's give it a go. So here we are now. I haven't got any sheep this year. Wanted to make some hay. So what we've done is we've bought a couple of bits, which I'm very excited about. In fact, some of the money from the sheep has paid for it, so we sort of rolled it over into something else. The first bit of kit I bought last week was a hay bob, a Lely Lotus hay bob, and we've got on order a Kuhn drum mower, which should be here within the next couple of weeks. So we're moving forward with different ideas. I think it's great to bring, you know, haymaking back into the equation. You know, we've got this grassland, we should definitely be doing stuff with it. Yeah, it should be fun. I'm always up for a challenge. Let's just hope things continue to green up and grow, and we might be making some hay. Right, so I'm just having a bit of a reorganise in the shed, moving some kit about. It almost felt like summer when I was putting the combine header out just then. So this is the hay bob that I've bought. Nice, simple bit of kit for tedding and raking the hay. So there's tines on these two rotors, which go round and round to ted the hay once I've cut it. And then you take out a pin on either side, and then you fold these down. You've got to make a little adjustment on each tine, and then it will bring all the hay into a row, ready for the baler. So yeah, nice simple bit of kit. We used to run hay bobs on the farm back in the day, along with the Kuhn drum mower. So what I'm doing is I'm pretty much replicating what we used to do back in the day. So yeah, this is a Lely Lotus 300, like I said. It's 7 years old, and it's hardly done much work at all, and I got a really good deal on it, so I'm pretty chuffed with this. So my cousin Will, he'll be doing our baling this time round. I haven't ruled out a baler yet. We are sort of half planning on getting one at some point, as we want to do our straw a bit more in-house as well. So I think a bit further down the line we will invest in a baler as well. But yeah, I think this is pretty much a good start for me getting into the world of haymaking. And I thought I would just make a point that I have never made hay before, so when I do start doing hay videos in a few weeks time, you guys aren't thinking, Nick, what are you doing? Because there might be some of that going on. But yeah, it should be good, and I'm well up for it, so let's give it a go. Dad's driving. I'm driving. Right, we've got some stones to pick up in this field, haven't we, Dad?
A few stones. I've done a few the other day, didn't I? Because I spotted two or three course they would roll in some of them, wouldn't
Yeah,
they?
but we had a big issue last year, as you all remember, with the combine. Stone went up the header, didn't it?
That's
So
true.
we're really trying to avoid that happening again. But it came in wet, didn't it, when we drilled up here? We didn't get a chance to get it rolled.
We did.
Where are you going?
This is the one.
I think it's worth the effort. It's always been a funny bit of ground just here, isn't it?
Yeah. I think what's happened is that normally in the normal year it's okay, but a funny year like this,
Yeah.
it's showing it up. I think we've all got areas like this. I found the Claas header is quite good at riding over stones.
It is quite good.
Well, you didn't find it good.
Well, I didn't know. Well, no. I definitely didn't know.
But I think when the combine's in here, Nick, I think you would have the header quite high. I'll go get that one.
Bye. I'm only joking. I'll go back for him.
Yeah, I'm going to get you back, Nick.
You're gonna get me back?
Oh, yeah.
I'm in reverse.
Yeah, we'll get my
You're about to shut the door, weren't you?
I was, yeah. Where is the door?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, where is the door?
I've started something now. Well, that one wasn't actually very big.
There's some of them that actually look bigger than they actually are.
Is that what you tell yourself?
All the time. See, down here it's not a bad bit of wheat, but then just over there, a couple of grapefruit this year, I think.
I think so.
This is bad.
It's a bad year, funny year.
Funny year, yeah. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up.